This is the Turkey String Art Kit tutorial by String Art by Kaylee. To make this piece, you will need one of the Turkey String Art Kits, which you can get from my String Art group on Facebook. It will come with yarn bundles in your choice of colors and wording to add to the top. You will also need a pair of scissors and a straight edge such as a squeegee to place the vinyl on. The very first thing we will do is take a picture of our board. We are going to be ripping this paper off, so we will lose all those lines, so the picture will be your reference. Go ahead and remove the paper. Now that the paper is off, we will grab our organza bag with the bundles and we'll take everything out. I like to take the bundles and lay them out so we can get a visual of the colors and what places that they will go. We are going to be stringing the feathers from the bottom up, going back and forth until we get to the two middle ones. Go ahead and grab those three colors you did for your feathers and figure out in what order you would like to string them. Doing this will help you figure out the bundle color for the first feather and the last feather. Taking the bundle for the first feather, go ahead and grab that strand wrapped around the middle and unravel it. With that same strand, we are going to do a loop up in the air. This is how I start my knots. Take that loop and tuck it onto any one of the nails on that feather. Make sure you're pushing that knot all the way down to the base of the nail. Once tied on, we will go ahead and outline the area that we will be working in, just so we can see exactly where we're going to fill in. And again, making sure we're pushing that yarn all the way down to the base of the nails. You'll do this throughout the entire string art process. Now that we have our outline, we can go ahead and start filling in. You can go in a pattern or you can jump all over the place. There's no certain way that you need to string, no rhyme or reason. The point is just to fill in the area. Just make sure you're going in all different directions to help fill in the gaps. The things to keep in mind while you are filling in is always pushing that yarn down as far as it'll go and only filling up to about half the height of the nails. A lot of these nails will share colors, so we need to make sure that we leave some room. As you can see, these are about halfway up the height. Once the area is filled in to your liking, we will go ahead and do an outline just on this outer part of the feather. This will just give it a smoother look. To tie off, I will take my scissors and we'll cut the yarn at about 3 inches left in length. And then we will take that and do that same loop that we started off with. And then take that loop and tuck it onto any one of the nails on that feather. Go ahead and pull that tight, and then I will take my scissors again and trim the strand to about a 1/2 inch, and then use the scissors to tuck that strand in between the layers. This will help hold our knot. First feather is done. Now we'll move over to the right side and do that bottom feather. So whatever that color will be, grab that bundle and go ahead and unravel using that middle strand. We will be doing all the same steps that we started out with, doing the loop, tucking it onto one of the nails. Make sure you push it all the way down, give it an outline, and fill in. It is basically just the same process throughout the entire piece. You just keep repeating these steps through each section. And with this feather as well, we are just going to be outlining the bottom half of the feather. Basically, you're just outlining the sections that will not have future yarn colors on top of them. And then we went ahead and tied off, trim that strand, and tuck it in. And then we will move back over to the left side and do the second feather. So we have come to a section that connects with another that we've already strung up. When we're doing our outline, we will just go over top of those yellow layers. Just make sure that you're pushing the layers as far as down as you can go. So you can see the outline looks a little bit funky because some are up top of those layers and some are on the board. Just string from there. With it being the same process throughout all these feathers, we're just going to do a quick string until we get to the middle ones. So the nails that share the two colors will be filled almost all the way to the top, while the other side is about halfway up. So these middle feathers have a little bit of a different shape because the head does go over top. I'm going to do some sneak through lines where I go straight through that head just to kind of help keep the pattern and put less yarn on those inner nails. I do this sneak through method a lot with my pieces. Just make sure that there is future yarn going in the areas that you are going through. Don't go through an empty spot or else it'll mess up your design. But the areas I am going through now, the head will go over top. Feathers are all finished. Time to move on to the body. This is a much bigger area, so it will take quite a few more layers and some more time to actually fill it all in. We are starting with the outlines. We can see exactly where we are filling in. Be careful on this nail right here. It will be sharing between 3 colors, so you want to fill it up even a little less than half to save room for the 3rd color. For right now, we are going to pretend that these nails are not even here and just go straight through those areas with the brown. This will make it so there is more room on those nails when it comes time to string on them, as we can push the yarn down easier if they're not built up on those nails itself. Now we'll move on to, I call this the Gobbler. I'm not really sure what the name is, but go ahead and do your red color on it. Really push that yarn down as much as you can. Looping around almost each nail will kind of help secure it farther down. Then go ahead and fill in. The top 2 nails will be used for the beak, so make sure you leave a little extra room on those if possible. So I'm really pushing down the yarn right on these top 2. And last but not least, we will string up the beak. All the stringing is done. It is time to place the vinyl. So we're going to flip it upside down so the backing is up top. Take your straight edge or squeegee and scrape along that backing, and then slowly pull it up off the tape. And then go ahead and flip it over and figure out your positioning. Once it is straight and even, go and take your squeegee again and scrape it to help stick it to the board. And then I like to pull the transfer tape against that squeegee, so it will help push the letters down as you go. And I forgot the middle of my A, but we're all good now. And we now have a finished turkey string art piece. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more tutorials.